I tried to send an email to see if it would get stopped and it didn't. That's right.
You tried to send
stop
an
them.
email.
They just watch them.
It's like, they're watching me. Please let this email go through. And where'd you send it to? The Google team?
No, I got real specific. Send it to you. Let's
to me.
Yeah, let's bomb this place.
Don't want to have the cops come at me.
At 11:17.
Oh my god! Date. Your face when it actually gets bombed.
Yeah. So.
Why'd you? But to me, was it really? No,
I did this in remember. Welcome
to
the Trusty
Crowbar.
This is this
the
what?
Best idea ever.
This is episode 88 of the Trusty Crowbar. And thanks everyone.
We have a formal apology this week of Lucas Whittingslow.
Decided to get married on this day. Mm-hmm.
How many years ago? 7.
3, 2,
1.
Yeah, my first year. My first year that I worked with him, so it'll be 2 years.
Yeah, I was going to say 1. He would have gotten pretty fat pretty quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't listen to this. Poor guy.
Who does?
And if you are, if he is, it should be a harsh wake up call.
Hey.
Douglas, you back from Bali?
Doug is back. Still hasn't played any games.
That's fine. There's nothing any different from that than
nothing.
But the whole process of podcast.
I've ended up with a surprise day off tomorrow, planning on playing Destiny on my own because everyone else has already played the first 15 hours.
Yeah. Are you still not level 20?
Haven't played anything.
Are you serious?
I made a character, and then I ran to that first ship.
Sounds like $100.
So you're calling the ship Peter Dinklage? Is that right?
I don't get the
joke.
joke.
Ship you're talking about?
No, whatever.
It's a little fucking robot.
The first 30 seconds.
It's a fucking joke, Gabe.
You can't fit a person inside of it.
Oh,
it's not a ship.
By the way, we have our special guest.
Bring yourself in.
Bring yourself in, man. No one knows who you are.
He doesn't either. He's frozen.
What?
Jeremy Vaccaro.
Hey, my name's Jeremy.
Since he has no clue what's happening to himself. And...
KB.
I want to come in and talk to the microphone really close like this.
Who has been on this podcast before, so
many times.
Welcome back. He's gotten a bit more buff, if you can see
Massive.
or hear him. You can hear the muscles in his throat.
Yeah.
It's getting...
he sounded a little bit more husky this week.
Yeah, whereas Doug came back fat.
Sounded a bit more fat in my throat.
I still fuck you.
I don't know, it's Winston Churchill again.
That was very good.
How appropriate for a video game podcast.
Exactly. Have you played Winston Churchill, the video game?
Yeah. What milk did you use out of the fridge?
I don't know, light milk. That's probably out of
the big one, the 3 litre? Oh,
breast
good.
Milk?
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
breast
fine.
Milk.
Yep.
No, I haven't tried breast milk. Have you played that game as well? Breast milk, the video game?
Well, I haven't played the game, but I've tried it.
You would have had breast.
That's very clear breast milk if that's what you're drinking.
Yeah, something's wrong with Mishy.
I distill it down.
That's what she's spitting out.
Is Mishy his cat?
What?
Yes.
No, it's his girlfriend.
Oh, now it makes sense. It makes all sense.
Michelle
That's
is
fine.
my girlfriend. Mishy is the cat.
Yeah. Come on.
Get
back on it, man.
My cat's name's Vasily.
Learn your what?
Vasily.
Vasily.
Yes.
That's very silly.
Oh, nice.
I went there.
Yeah.
Is that actually the joke?
No, that's a true
There was
story.
no joke.
My cat's name is Vasily.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What's Vasily mean?
It's very
It's a
silly.
name.
It's nothing.
It's not a name.
It's
not
a
a
Russian
name.
name.
It's like
No.
KB.
No.
It's nothing.
You're not.
Name-wise.
You're dead to me.
You're perfect.
Is a Russian? No. Holomacha is not a Russian name. I don't know what that would be. Where would that be from?
I think it's the signs
It's
of
like
the tumor.
Arabic.
Arabic?
Arabic.
Oh, Arabic. Oh,
Yeah.
true. That's true. Let's talk about games, since that's what we're here.
Let's talk about
Just
games.
Games, the video games.
Going back a year, when we said, let's talk about games, there would have been a soundbite.
Yeah, true.
Why don't we have sound bites like a little button?
Because we got too lazy for it. And well, Lucas
the
is the one
farting
that edits
noises?
the podcast normally. And
I'll make them myself.
he did get way too lazy for it. So.
We tried to have a soundboard.
Yep.
I'd love to have one that integrated
the week
perfectly.
that you were away, you said you were going to have video clips of yourself. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
Why not? don't you take your shirt off, alright? We don't want to see that.
Just giving them what they want.
Have you guys been playing any games this week? KB, you told me that you want to buy another Oculus.
I do. I'm going to do it.
Is he close enough to the microphone, Reese? Are we going to find out later?
We just moved the fuck closer.
Like last time, you're like, no, you're fine. Don't get so close. Is this better, Reese? Can you hear me now?
Well, that's weird. It's uncomfortable for everyone.
You got to put that
Cup
in
of
your
balls.
mouth.
You can like unscrew the mic thing down. No, not that one. Don't touch that. That's good. And then you can twist it towards yourself. I'll fix it up for you. So there we go.
How much better is that? Why wasn't this done in the first place?
I feel very uncomfortable
I
now.
don't know. I probably just didn't set it up correctly. So why do you want to buy an Oculus again?
Because I miss it.
Yeah, because we talked about it.
Yeah,
And
pretty
like,
much.
Those memories
And
of me getting sick all the time.
Yeah,
But he'll get less sick now.
I will.
So higher resolution makes you less sick, is that correct?
Yeah, and the latency is a lot better with the head tracking. So instead of like doing these ones and then it like catches up,
Yeah.
when that happens, you
So are you going to be buying the Facebook one?
the Facebook one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
What's
only
that?
going to use it for Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's his other option?
Well, isn't it just... It's made
There
by
are other
Facebook
ones.
now.
Like they
it's
bought
owned
the
by
platform.
So
Facebook.
have they actually released the newest version to buy yet?
DevKit 2 came out like 3 or 4 months ago,
Yeah.
and I think the next one is like consumer, which
Yeah.
I'm guessing is March.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, he's just going
How
to
much is it?
No, I'm going to buy DK2.
Oh,
straight
just
up.
bang, do
I
it.
think it's like $400 with shipping.
Just jump in, Nick.
Yeah. I was like,
Get
I
in
don't
there.
really eat that much food, and like people throw out so much, and it's really
And
silly to buy
could
stuff.
just-
And the drug industry is thriving.
Yeah.
So,
Sure is. They're really
Never
driving those
been
prices
better.
down. It's good.
This is the time to get into the drug industry, is what I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
no, it's at the
I've been
top.
saying that for
It's
years.
at the top where it's
buy
more
low,
expensive.
get very high, and
Yeah.
then sell feces.
That's a very
I'm more of a
incredible
quantity
pun that you
seller.
put in there.
Yeah.
It is.
Very, very good pun.
DJ
This is not a
Boozy.
drug-related podcast, is it?
Have you played
It's about to be.
Drug Wars before?
Dope
Oh,
Wars.
Dope
how good
Wars.
was that?
Yes, back in the day, before I even knew much about drugs, that was a very addictive game.
You know a lot about drugs now.
Watch out.
Didn't even mean to make that joke.
Oh, really?
Heroin is addictive.
What?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't you drugs.
Dope
Without
Wars
me.
was a very, very fun game. Did you play it?
Yeah.
Did you both play it?
Play
I
what?
played it.
Dope
yeah.
Wars.
No,
good fun.
never
It's
even
like
heard
a
of
point.
it.
It's like a...
My life was Dope Wars. And this ain't no game, Reese.
My bad.
But no, I didn't play it.
Your
But,
face is on the internet now
Yeah.
I was
with
busy.
these confessions.
That's my dad. He's
Yeah.
a drug addict.
Yeah, Rose is going to see this one day.
But such a simplistic game like that.
It was
but
good
that was
fun, though.
before real internet came out. When that game was like the bomb.
Yeah, it would have been like 600 kilobytes, taken like 4 hours to download.
Do you remember that Elmo game where you were the black and you could only move back or forwards and you'd like do flips and shit? Like you'd press across or back.
We're all not like 3 years old.
Yeah, I
Well, you're
played that
talking about
game.
Dope Wars. I
Elasto-
think Elmo wasn't a
I'm just talking about like
Elastomania.
good games and shit.
Elmo's game.
No, Elmo.
Oh,
that's what it
yeah,
was called.
Elastomania. I thought you were talking about Elmo, like a fucking just the
No.
red thing.
What
It's
does he
like,
say?
"Follow me."
I thought he said Elmo as well.
No,
Yeah,
Elmo was, I
It was
think...
like, it's
the-
just like what the name came up when you
What
were
the
Yeah.
name
downloading
of the
stuff.
file was. They
no,
didn't
no.
want to make it
was-
Elastomania.
Oh, yeah, true. It was.
You
Yeah.
got the apples.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the apples. That was
That
And
sick.
then someone legally acquired a full version of that game because everyone always had
Just a little demo
the demo
shit, yeah.
version.
Yeah.
But there was a free version with so many levels.
Yeah.
And it had a level editor. If I
What?
can speak correctly.
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. What's a level editor?
Exactly.
that's where you get the level in your.
And you edit it hard.
Oh my God.
You put an
I
apple.
understand everything now.
And then it was spinning spikes that killed you.
Yeah, fucking.
That game should have been on iOS.
Are
I
we
would have
talking about
purchased
games
it.
or real life
I know.
again?
No, both.
You know what should be on iOS? Line Rider. Why not?
No, it is.
That
Isn't
makes
it?
sense.
Is it? No.
Is it? Please make it.
And the thing's like built for it. It's like
Exactly.
touchscreen.
Yeah. They literally released it on Wii. Like that's.
On Wii.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I don't know
Icy
who would get
Towers
it, but-
was another very good game.
That's on. I
Icy
got
Towers
that.
is on new phones, but it's not as cool.
No, because I went looking. I was like, "Why is this game not there?" And there's Icy Towers 2, and it has fucking in-game purchases. Don't be starting me
I think
with
I got it.
in-game
don't have it.
purchases.
But
It has an upfront cost and in-game
Not gonna be.
purchases.
I'm stuck at this dickhead's house
So that's
doing
me.
this stupid thing.
fuck, they're on about.
I used to live here.
No, you did too.
It's fucking creepy, and I don't like it.
It's
I
creepy
know
how
where
on
the bones
topic
are in this
podcast
house.
is,
Yeah.
right? Give us some room to breathe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're smothering me.
But the problem with
this.
like Elastomania and all those other games is they.
A shit.
The
No,
con-
if you don't use keyboard, they are shit.
no, the controls would be fine.
I hate any game on iOS. Most games that you don't just click to go somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't play Icy Tower because when you play that, you got to tilt the fucking phone.
Normally
You can't see
you have
shit.
the option to change it to like buttons. If
I
you
don't want the option, Jeremy. I just want it to be good to start off with.
Then don't play it. If you know going in that that's what the
I
option
don't.
is.
I don't look at and say, what's the options of controls? It's
Some
keyboard
games
or is
spruik
what
it.
are they? You're tilting.
Can you get like a wireless keyboard for your phone? Because that'd be so handy.
Yeah,
You can
would
for like
just
the
in your back
iPad.
pocket.
Android has had that for quite some
Yeah,
time.
man.
Do they really?
Update your phone.
You can literally
Do have
use
it.
any USB keyboard if you wanted to.
How?
plug it in.
Where am I putting
Yes.
it in here? In that?
It
there
where
an
I don't
adapter?
know. Yes.
Is this a thing?
Yep.
How
You're gonna get home and you're gonna motherfucker lied to me.
I think since like
What would you need a keyboard for your phone for? That doesn't make
Typing.
sense.
yeah, you can plug in a
What?
gun. You can time it.
Words.
Oh shit! I got a text.
Connecting.
Texting while
Connecting.
driving.
Lol.
Hold on. Does anyone remember from like PDA days and
Oh, yeah.
and HP, whatever they were with Windows?
Get my
on
stylus
them?
on, motherfucker.
Yeah, and they had little fold out in half keyboards that had.
Yeah.
Imagine if you
Little-
were, you were on
flick
a
it up and
train
down, yeah.
and someone like cracked out one of those and then sat their phone in the middle of it. Just,
so hot.
I'm
I
just,
just punch you right
I'm
in
just
the dick.
shooting in an email. And then they started playing Angry Birds. Like, with the curses.
I wish that any stylus worked with a phone because I have like a Wacom tablet.
Let me just stop you right there, Reese.
Don't explain technology things to Reese and the limitations of
I don't have
things.
anything to say.
But I,
You
really,
can start
I
again.
wish they did because when I tried to send a picture message with
Okay, I know what you're trying to say here, and
You
I
couldn't
love it.
draw.
I love it.
Just wish
Love
you
what you
toned
bring
down the
in.
with
racial
words
intensity.
written on it. I
Read between the
literally had to
lines,
make
fellas.
it with a stylus and get a bit of foil paper and hold it tight and
What?
then write on it.
What are we even talking about?
I don't know what
Style-
slavery
what
has to do with
What
this,
does
but
foil paper have to do with it?
Foiled paper.
tinfoil.
Tinfoil. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Still, what does that
Trying
got
to
to do
make
with
fucking stylus work on my freaking phone.
If you're using tinfoil on your phone, I think something's seriously wrong with you.
No, not me. With the phone, because the phone doesn't respond to other styluses.
Of course.
It has electromagnetics in it, I believe. Is that what your fingers do?
Yeah,
That's incorrect.
absolutely true.
Kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Oh, it's real.
It's painfully real.
Oh, shit.
I want to know how loud this gets. Like, if I'm right here.
It probably gets pretty loud.
If you used to talk normally, have a conversation about games.
Now,
or
I
some
can't. I
bullshit.
feel
No, talk about games.
Just pretend you're on a podcast about games,
How about
not
that
talking
weather?
about nothing.
Yeah,
Go.
we're trying to talk.
You have to do it though.
But I can't. You can't just put someone
Okay,
on the
no,
pressure.
that's right.
What games has everyone else been playing anyway?
Literally none. So I'm just going to comment.
I'm still
on other
playing
people.
Mordor. Shadows of Mordor.
And how are you?
What are you playing it
You
on?
played it and you enjoyed it
PS4.
Yeah, for 2 days.
for 2 days.
I paid for that game. I actually bought a game.
I paid for it and I sold it to Germany half price.
See? If it was so good, you would have kept it.
What?
You wouldn't
Why
sell
have you
Last
got
of
rid of
Us,
it already?
I
What?
finished it.
Right? It was like 2 days and like done.
You didn't even do any cool
Less than
screenshots
2
that
days.
they've
I didn't have
released?
2 days
There are
off.
some pretty good selfie things, right?
Did you?
They only
Yeah,
just came out as I was at like the last battle, which was horrible.
Right?
The fight scene at
Yeah.
the end is absolutely horrible.
All of the story missions.
What
I
You're
thought that
interested.
game went for ages. I assumed.
Like,
I assumed
16
wrong.
hours. Although
I've
there-
spent like
It
30
was about
hours on it.
16
There.
hours for me. Last time you were on here, you said you finished at 13. You fucking talking shit.
I don't know. 13
Lucas-
then. Fuck you.
Don't you lie to me.
Lucas
You
would
got
take
fact-checking
30.
on me? I
Luke-
didn't even remember
Lucas,
that.
Lucas would take it.
I was just
I got a
looking.
brain, man. I remember useless shit.
Clearly.
That's unnecessary.
I just fuck
That's the whole
around with
basis
it.
for this
Yeah.
podcast.
Have you
like-
been doing the missions?
Hardly. Like
But
I.
you're the guy that because you play Assassin's Creed, and now no one else does this in the world, but you 100% play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Black Flag. I did like 100%.
Yeah.
All that. Little
Sponsored
shit.
by Arnold.
Yeah. Whereas whenever you guys play Assassin's Creed, do you play Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I did 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations. 3 was fucking shit.
Yep.
And I cracked Black Flag. But I
Complete.
See, I did one half or
100%
Hang
two.
on, 100% Black
I
Flag.
100%ed Brotherhood. The rest I just sort of blazed through.
See, I
there
did
is, like,
one half or two, and then went straight to Black Flag. So Black Flag was like a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Didn't play Black Flag because it was a weird in between console one.
Sound like you said Black Flag.
I did say something weird.
play Black Flag.
One of the Assassin's Creed, I got sick of climbing towers. I think the one.
Don't play Shadow of Mordor then.
Yeah.
You climb. Oh, that being
There's
said,
not many
you
towers.
do climb towers, but
No,
you climb
very rarely.
shorter towers.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
They're not like big
wouldn't-
cities.
Which
Okay.
is the one where you're an Indian?
Talking over the top of you.
Well,
That's
Damn it. 3.
Yeah.
okay, so that one, by that stage you could somehow not have to climb the towers as much, and it made the
You
the game.
trees.
Yeah, it was a lot
No,
more.
but it made
flat
it way
compared to
more
running.
difficult because I never knew where I was going because my map was always like.
Oh, you didn't get like any of the map areas.
Yeah. So previous times I always made sure I went on every tower because it
was so much
made
fun.
things easier. Although I didn't like jumping and missing the jump zone and just jumping to my death. Did that way too many
Happens
times.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because assassins are quite stupid.
Yeah.
We all know this.
Did you ever
Or
play
the bloke
Witcher 2?
controlling it.
And there's like a hate cart on the ground, and
I
there's just like a
haven't.
dead body on the ground in like an assassin's outfit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good, right?
So, yeah, I bought that for $6 and I haven't played it yet.
It's so good.
Yeah.
One of the best games
I
I've
should play
played.
because I should play it before The Witcher 3 comes out.
I have a
February.
physical copy of it.
I have a
Yeah.
physical erection waiting for that game.
Oh.
It's going to be so
It's
fucking
just
good.
still there.
It is.
It's just perked up.
I need to talk to the doctor. It's been like 8 months.
With
I won't
Shadow
have
of
even
Mordor.
played Destiny by the time that game comes out.
Yeah, probably.
How will I have time to start another? Like to not start
Get that
another
biscuit
game?
off.
It's going to be a busy 4 months for you, buddy.
Beautiful. Now you got like a Hitler Noel out of
I'll
biscuits.
get it.
The Shadow of Mordor, alright, when
Oh,
you turn
it's
into
just
a
here.
Wraith,
Yeah.
do they see the Wraith or do they see you?
I don't know, it's a video game, Reese.
I don't know.
No,
I think
but,
if you like
think
a
about
Wraith
it.
running around, they'd just be terrified and they piss off. It's like,
Because
he's a
when
ghost.
you're like
What do you
when you're
wanna
like
rate?
dominating someone, they see you turning. Okay. When you're dominating someone before you start the actual game,
Yeah.
like once you've bought the game and you go home and dominate someone.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
don't
legal.
know
dominate,
how
but,
much
you know.
Jeremy brings to the podcast in relation to games.
I don't play
But
games.
think about sex appeal.
I live life.
Look at this shirt. This is amazing.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
It's basic.
Distracted by my shirt.
There
Yeah.
should be like a picture of
But
Gabe Neil in the
When you
background.
turn into a Wraith, you know when you climb up the tower,
Yeah.
you can see the tower because you're a Wraith.
I am
They
a
just
But
Wraith.
do
see
they just
someone.
see
And that's
this-
race.
I'm in nothing.
We prefer
Ghost.
ring race.
But
Yeah.
do they just see
It's the
this
full
ghost thing climbing up
Nothing.
nothing, and then just go ting, and just hit nothing again?
Interesting.
Like,
You've really broken the game.
think
for
about
me.
the game if you're
Yeah.
in an Uruk's
NPC,
mind.
yeah. Perspective.
Why are they not orcs?
I don't know.
They are orcs.
No, they're not. They're Uruks.
Some are orcs, aren't they?
Aren't they?
Because
I
there's
don't
the
think
big
so.
guys and then there's a little.
They were
like-
talking about it the
Haven't
other
we
week.
played it at
Weasley
all?
Yeah.
No, but they all are Uruks. I'm pretty sure.
The orcs.
That's,
I ruined this game for me.
Every time they
completely
talk
now.
about themselves, they're orcs. Like if
Yeah.
they're mentioned in the game, it's
Yeah.
orcs.
Is that a sub breed?
I guess. Like
Right,
between orcs, Uruks, and Urukai.
Maybe it's like,
Get rid of
yeah.
the. That's,
Orcs are the ones with the big
We
noses,
are
buddy.
supreme.
The glasses and the big heads. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus!
The,
that ring.
the one thing that I haven't seen anyone do, which, like, do you do much photo mode stuff?
No.
No.
I don't have. I'm not like connected to the internet, so all the sharing
Yeah.
and shit and that sort of stuff.
You're now
Hold on,
Reese.
are you
You're
complaining
the new
so
Reese.
much, KB, because you bought it on Steam and you can't trade it in?
Not really.
Did you buy it on Steam?
Yeah.
So you can't.
That's
trade
And it
good.
was expensive on Steam.
It was $50.
Oh, that's pretty cheap. Did it go back up after that? I swear it was like $80.
It. Yeah, in Australia it did. It went doop, 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 like just bounced.
Oh, it's
With
bullshit.
prices.
We get like gouged non-stop in
Yeah,
Australia.
but the prices started like.
Should
hey,
I
this game's
email
like-
Gabe?
It's
So,
probably-
Gabe, you fat bastard.
No, now we're never going to be on Steam. You heard about that, didn't you?
We're gonna be
No.
banned for life.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
some dude, like a team released a game called Paranautical Activity.
Yeah.
Right.
Really scraping
No,
the
this is
bottom of
when
the
you're
barrel.
away. Yeah. All right. So they put it up in one of the weekly sales columns or
That's not a
something like
biscuit.
that, and said, "Don't get fucking biscuits in the microphone." And that's even my microphone as well. I'm about to kill this kid.
You need into this.
Sorry, you're not in the band anymore, Jeremy. You're out. You're done.
You're out of the
This
band.
is all I wanted.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing the long game.
But okay,
Eventually, I'll get a cookie out of this.
you've already got a cookie.
I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They released the game, but Steam didn't take away the early access notification.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, everyone thought it was
so
like alpha.
like they reckon they were losing money in sales because everyone's like not going to buy an early access game. It was a full game.
Oh, when
And
it
then this-
transitioned.
This guy jumped on Twitter and was just like, "Fuck this! This is fucking bullshit! Like fucking Steam, useless pack of dickheads, losing money for me, rah rah."
But didn't he
And
threaten to kill Gabe?
Like later on, like throughout, maybe like after 5 posts of him just ranting on like a little bitch, he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Gabe Neil," rah rah rah. Like full went off about it, and then they took the game off, completely off Steam, and couldn't make any money for it.
Nice.
They
So
completely
are you
banned
saying
it
I
from
should
games.
tweet at Gabe?
No, you shouldn't.
Oh.
No, you
Yeah.
shouldn't send death threats to Gabe Neil.
Like
On an
Aussie
open
bite?
forum
It's a
that
Aussie bite?
everyone,
Anyone
including
can
police.
That's herpes.
Exactly.
That's herpes.
Oh, KB. Come on. Huh? You're horrible.
He's a doctor.
That's a bowler.
He's not a doctor.
He told me he was a doctor.
I'm a bit of a doctor.
When he was touching him, he
right
said,
field.
I'm a doctor, it's fine, I can check it.
I'm a doctor. So I should get my prostate checked by a real doctor then.
No, I got it. I
Like
got it.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
a rapper. But another problem happened with another reviewer.
Relax. I be a doctor.
Fuck up, do that. You guys are useless on this podcast.
You shouldn't have
You
let
knew
them
what
sit
it was
next
like,
to each
and
other.
you invited him.
Yeah.
Horrible. People are going to listen to this and go, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
They're not even going to know.
I don't know.
Our
There's
one
another,
fan.
another game that just came out like a couple of days ago called The Slaughter Grounds.
Yeah.
Alright, some dude did like a first impressions review of it. The game looked horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Hurtful. They probably worked on that. Like really
It
hard.
doesn't seem like they worked on it for a while. But some dude reviewed it, doing the first impressions, and then straight after he released that video on YouTube, can you stop making some noise? Thank you. And he...
Compensate it? Compensate that.
After he released that review,
Yeah.
the developer straight up released the exact same video with text going over top of everything, absolutely abusing the guy that reviewed it, and just completely started bagging him out, saying that he's playing the game wrong, he's doing everything wrong, where this guy's just trying to play the game, do a first impression, and explain.
Was he
everything.
even like a big reviewer or just
I don't
a...
know. Like he's a guy that I think he has like 10,000 views on an episode.
Was it
that
Zoe
he do.
Quinn?
It was Jim Sterling or something like that.
You can't trust journalists.
No, of course not.
Or creepy women.
They like all these developers are just going out trying to be
she's got
abusive and aggressive, and they can't do anything. Like they what are you
Is she looking for this biscuit?
On my phone.
You can't have this biscuit.
Sorry, I'm using
You can
it.
have some of it.
Are you
offering
really?
Yeah, we're using it.
Douglas said we could use it.
It's fine. Get out of here.
I need to make some calls.
No, you
Douglas is
don't.
Uncontrolled misses. God damn it.
Get back downstairs.
Controlled. Good job.
Nice.
So like all these developers keep doing this stuff, and they're just not learning from abusing people all the time, and it's getting them nowhere.
It's backlash from Gamergate.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Gamergate. What's Gamergate?
Are you serious?
No, you know, Reese.
Come on, Reese.
You're so stupid,
Come on,
Reese.
Good work, Doug. Very believable. It was about there was this chick who made this game
You
called
described
Oh yes, the BJs.
Depression Quest.
BJs for the
for the journos.
Yeah.
So this chick made a game called Depression Quest. She put it on Steam. Then she got a friend of hers to review it, and he gave it like a great thumbs up review. And it turned out she'd been banging him and like 5 other dudes, unrelated. And her boyfriend at the time like made this huge post, like a massive blog about it all. And there was this huge outcry because you can't be a developer banging a journalist who's reviewing a game. It's fucked. So there was like a big outcry, and 4chan got kind of cranky, and they threatened to kill her.
sex sells.
She's not very sexy.
4chan, the hacker.
Is that really sex sells? She's just like prosing herself up to get...
Maybe it's
Stuff.
unrelated.
Pretty much. It's the gaming industry. We're pretty easy prey.
Well, everyone gets butt fucked by Activision all the time. So how different is it really?
That's true.
Every time they release Call of Duty. Call of Duty just came out today.
Did.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
serious.
anyone buy it?
People still care about that?
People still buy it. That's funny.
Is anyone going to buy it?
Pretty
Did
sure the
say
only
they're
people who
bringing
buy,
back
like-
zombie mode.
Well, they are, but I think it's like a horde. Like pretty much, it's zombie mode. It's Call of Duty with Left 4 Dead zombie mode in it. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Where'd they get that idea from? It's real original.
Left 4 Dead, I reckon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They're calling it Left 4 Dead mode.
Yeah,
Are they really?
but bringing just Kevin Spacey into it, like, do you reckon that they literally...
Such a good call.
do you reckon
Oh, this
they
is the
literally sat
Kevin
down
Spacey
and they just
version.
went, all right,
Be a marketing thing.
what is cool right now? Like, what's hot these
They
days?
should have put the Wayne brothers in it.
Besides Jeremy.
Kevin
The way
Spacey.
he's
is-
running.
But they would have just gone, House of Cards is really, like...
like white chicks.
As if that would make the game, like, amazing.
And he's running around on the battlefield as well.
Terrorists.
What a beautiful juggling man.
It would be good. Wayne's World and White Chicks.
Wayne's
On
World.
duty.
Did you say Wayne's World?
What did you say, the Wayne brothers?
Wayne brothers, yeah.
Wayne brothers, like...
Like Damon Wayans.
All the African American gentlemen.
Damon Wayans? Damien.
Oh, is that who they are in those movies?
Like
Yeah,
Major
you
Payne?
were just
Yeah,
commenting.
I thought you said the Wayne's
Scary
brothers.
movie and shit like that.
Wayne's
Coach
World.
Coach
Are they
of New
brothers?
Girl
They weren't
is a
brothers.
Wayne.
Oh, is
Just
he?
one of the
Yeah.
guys' name was Wayne.
And the guy out of My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Coach's dad. That's his actual dad.
Yeah, like Major Payne.
No, what?
Major Payne
No,
is
that's just another
his dad.
brother.
No, that's his dad.
No, that's his dad.
Is it?
That's
That's
Is
why
he
his name is Damon Wayans Jr.
Yeah, and the
Really?
other guy's name is
Yeah.
Damon Wayne.
And what about the other two
Damon
guys
Wayne
that had a
Senior?
white
Does he have
chick?
to like change that?
What about the white chicks ones?
That
They're
whole
brothers.
family, though.
No, that's
So-
Damon Wayne, white chick Wayne.
So those three are the brothers, and the other one,
Those two are the
Major
brothers.
Payne.
What do you think? Terry Crews is like the third brother?
It's not Terry Crews, Doug.
I don't know.
God, you're useless.
Do you even watch
Just
TV?
useless.
Nope.
Did you see the game that just... Oh, okay,
I did.
It's probably a bit late. It's probably about 2 weeks
I thought it
old.
was sexist and offensive,
I
and I
know.
won't talk about it
I know.
ever.
A game called Hatred.
Oh, I did hear a little bit about
So
it.
it's a game
I don't like
about
it.
a brutal guy that looks like the singer of Death Clock
I don't know who that
from
is,
what's it called?
but I like the sounds of it.
What's the TV show? The animated metal cartoon show?
Not regular
Metalocalypse.
No, Metalocalypse. The
Yeah.
main guy looks like the
I've never
singer of
seen that
Death Clock, and you go around and you just go on a massacre, killing everyone. It's just a rampage game.
Sounds like GTA without class.
Structure.
GTA without colour because it's black and white and you only
Is
see
it?
red.
Oh, that's cool.
Is anyone
Sin
going to
City.
purchase
That's like my
Sunset
life.
Overdrive?
Well, that's a bit of a bounce, wasn't it? Good segue.
Both are about brutal killings.
Yeah, that's what made me think. Well, you said GTA, and I'm like, oh, isn't that game
Well, Luke
open
actually
world?
got it for free, so I'm just going to watch
Ah.
it play. He actually was
How did he
playing
get it for free?
He works at JB.
Whose dick is he sucking?
JB.
This mouth is good.
Give it a
do
chance.
things.
At dick sucking.
No comment.
Reese, I've warned you.
Find
how
out after the
going.
cameras are turned off,
no
Reese.
comment? Is that what you just said?
I'll be back.
No. Don't stay on. Just stay there. God damn it.
Oh, I can do many
But
things.
Sunset, I'm not going to. I don't have an Xbox One.
Oh, it's only on Xbox One? I
Yeah,
don't pay
it's-
attention.
Get that logo, you sexy man. Do you,
same.
no, you don't have an Xbox One. You've only got a PS4.
PS4.
Because I got.
Sensible
I helped him buy
people.
one. Because I'm a
You
bro.
forced him.
Yeah. I kind of sort of did. I encouraged him.
Yeah, see, after that South Park episode came out, I was like, PS4 only.
Yeah, because
That was the
how did
better side.
Xbox win on that show?
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Didn't?
They picked Xbox at the end of it.
By that you mean
shit.
Bill Gates killed the president of PlayStation,
Yeah.
the president of Sony.
Oh, no shit.
I don't even understand why, but then again, Xbox probably would have paid him money to make him win for that.
I doubt it. They don't seem like the kind of people who take like cash from.
No, they wouldn't,
businesses.
would they?
How does
Well,
that-
I read something
They
that
seem like the kind of people who get sued by
One of
advertising.
them-
George
Jewish.
Clooney asked to be a character on it,
Yeah,
and they said, "Yep, you can be Stan's dog."
that's right. They
And,
wouldn't
he's
let
like,
him play
and he
himself.
actually literally did barks. And
Yeah.
Jay Leno is the voice of the cat, Carmen's cat.
First 2 seasons they actually did guests, like Korn was on and Jennifer Aniston was
Actual
on
real
one,
people.
and like, yeah,
Instead of like them just taking
like they were like a
pictures
proper
of
cartoon show where it was like before they were doing it week to week
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, and they planned out episodes and shit
You
like
still
that.
have food on the side of your face, though.
Yeah, it's been there like the whole time.
Well, thanks for telling me, you
giggle
fucking
was that?
jerks. I was just like, it happens to me all the time.
Oh my goodness! Oh, a bit of cum on my
I don't even know where it is.
It's gone now.
Is it cum or crumbs? Oh,
Happens all the time.
either way, I'll lick it off later.
A whale.
A bit flaky.
I'll lick a whale later.
I'll lick a whale later.
It's crumbling.
Have any of you guys ever gone back and played old video games
Yeah, we're playing Smash
We
Brothers.
played Smash Brothers last night.
on 64
Oh yeah,
or
great.
GameCube?
64,
Does it like in what
I won.
size television are you
Undefeated. I
playing
didn't
it on?
lose at all.
like 56 inch.
Does it look
more like
horrible?
54.
It looks amazing. No, it's like
great.
it's not built for that kind of TV, but it's like Nintendo
Yeah.
graphics. So either way, it's
It
pretty
really doesn't
For
blocky.
the 2D sort of style, that works pretty well. Like just because it's flat,
Yeah, well, it's kind of
not 2D. It's 3D, but like because it's flat, it works.
Yeah,
Trying to play Mario Kart on 55-inch TV, it's fucking horror.
I bet. We were playing GoldenEye and it looked like shithouse.
Goldeneye was shit.
Like, yeah, they were like, you couldn't see shit right. Like, people like 10 meters away. It
the
was so
heads were
pixelated.
like one big square
Yeah,
with
yeah.
little bits of like eyes.
That's just GoldenEye normally, Jeremy.
I think that's the
always been
style
like
they
that.
went for.
Yeah, they went for realism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ultra
definitely.
realism.
See, my missus has probably never seen a 64 controller, or never really noticed it. But when I picked one up and I started playing Zelda,
They look like the world's most interesting dildos,
she literally looked at it and she's gone, "Oh, that controller looks terrible." And I was just like, said everyone in the world when they first came out. 'Cause
Right.
They were horrible.
It doesn't even make sense. I don't know what they were doing.
What were they doing? Does anyone
Was
ever
LSD
use
that
the-
cheap in the day?
Well, they just like people still need to use the.
Yeah, I don't
D-pad.
understand how.
I think so.
I think it was
No one-
marketed mostly for the people in Hiroshima
with the double thumbs.
with the 3 hands.
Man, we just lost all our viewers from Hiroshima.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're down to
6
19.
Gone.
yeah, exactly. The
We had to succumb eventually.
Pretty sure all the viewers
what
from
games were
Hiroshima
they ever
would be
used for?
dead.
What game was that?
Like all of it. Can you imagine if a game made you use all of it at the same time? That would have been interesting.
If Metal Gear Solid was on 64,
But like the
Legend of Zelda
engineers
came out,
that
there
come
was
up
no
with
need
it,
for
what
two
was their
joysticks,
game
though.
plan? Like, what was their thought process?
maybe they thought Mario's our main character. Let's make the controller look like an M, and then they just went from there.
I think they were thinking like, holy shit, it's a joystick. No one's going to get it at all. Because it was like the first time a joystick was
That's
on
what I
a
mean. Like
controller.
before that,
So
there
they
was
probably
there
had,
was no need. There was no like, oh, how can we improve on like a fucking
Buttons.
Game Boy and shit like that? You know how like after one joystick, everyone's
I'm
just
pretty
like,
sure the
next
Super
time we
came
should
out
have
after the Game Boy.
Yeah, but it's like the Super Nintendo
It
was the
went
same
from
thing,
Super
wasn't
to
it?
64.
But what
It
I'm
was just
saying
like
is,
the D-pad and then the
What are you
really
saying,
needs to
Coach?
change.
two buttons and the
ISIS
triggers.
is just ravaging that country. US needs to step in.
So when you think of it, it's like
Airstrikes just won't cut it.
Nintendo controllers were like the Super ones, but just with the joystick in the middle, basically. So to them, they were improving by having a
Sort of.
joystick.
So the buttons got smaller.
Funny
A little bit.
thing, rereading of
Yeah.
that era as well. The reason that PlayStation or Sony ever made PlayStation was because Super Nintendo or Nintendo got them for the Super to develop a CD drive
Yeah.
that never was released. And they're like, oh, well, we've done all this work. Let's just make a console.
Yeah.
And then the PlayStation was quite good. So
Yeah, it was
hurt. And they kept using cartridge based like technology, which is why their games look so terrible because they only
It's like,
had
what, 80
so much,
meg?
or whatever ridiculous amount of
What
space.
are
As
they
opposed
just-
to 700 on a CD, which costs $1.
Because there was something I was reading. I reckon it was like for Tony Hawk that the soundtrack was really condensed and shit
Oh, yeah.
because they couldn't fit all the songs.
Because the soundtrack alone would have been 80 meg,
Yeah, exactly.
right? And that was a good soundtrack.
There was Tony Hawk 2. And I was just trying to play that. There you go. I tried to play a game this week. And
Couldn't get it to work.
nope. Activision or whoever they
It was
got.
Activision, published by Activision, developed by Neversoft.
Typical.
There you go.
Yeah, there was, with a little eyeball and like...
Yep.
I gotta keep
They
I gotta
company
keep
came
Okay.
up with
all the
Google
stuff
it, didn't
that-
they?
Whoever they got to like put the game onto iPhone, they have not updated it since like iOS 7, which is like
How do you fit a cartridge into an iPhone?
No, it's hard.
It's like on top.
No, it's good. Like same for the SD adapter, but just a
It's got like
cartridge
the
adapter.
it's got like that thing for Pokemon Stadium,
Yeah, just-
Yeah, the little rumble packs and shit like that
was
that you
sick.
get in.
right?
yeah.
What I only just realised
Don't point at
after
me.
stealing a GameCube from my parents' house,
How do you like it?
We've got
Stealing
your
a
sting
GameCube.
operation complete.
from the parents' house.
So you purchased one for $5 and you're like, yeah, but I'll
I
steal
purchased
one.
that for Lucas. So Luke got
You
that.
got one
So-
for $5.
Yeah, there was
That's
like
pretty
there's a second-hand shop down the road that they have no idea about games.
Oh my god!
So I got like
Oh, that's like
I
the
got-
charity
Was it
one.
EB Games?
I got Smash Bros. Melee,
Nice.
$5,
Did you get Wind Waker? I really want to play that game.
and I got Mario Sunshine for $5 as well.
What's that? Mario Sunshine.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we got a water.
it's a Mario game. With Sun.
That game is the reason why Mario's bit down.
Oh, that's the worst
I
thing.
never played it. I wanted to play it, so I got a borrow.
Right? How useless is that? I've never found it
It
useful.
just pushes him, and then his normal beam is like a cross B, just like waves
It's like
that
a
little yellow
towel.
thing and like moves him around.
I'm pretty sure it's a towel.
Mario was like the
blanket.
best character in like the original Smash Brothers, and then
Besides
since then
Captain
it's all
Falcon.
shit.
He turned to shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still use Pikachu though.
Story. Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
I got it on 3DS. That's the game I've been playing.
But as I was saying with GameCube, they were the first people. Well, they weren't the first people, but they were the people that Xbox stole the idea of where the joysticks are. Because GameCube is
yeah.
up high, one left one up high, bottom one down below, and then no one ever did that, and then Xbox did it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this controller is so
How
different."
soon after did the Xbox come out?
Like I think a year or two. Wasn't it? It was a fair while.
I don't think it would have been 2 years.
Douglas,
I
you
thought
should
they all
check
came
that.
around at like the same time.
You got
Don't have a
nothing to
phone
check.
today,
But
no.
they would have shown like a prototype of their controllers before then. Before like the GameCube was released. Do you remember those big fuckers back
Where
in
are
the
the
day?
two?
No, that was the.
Where are the
Xbox
sticks
controller.
on
The
GameCube?
big Xbox
Are they in the
one.
middle?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't.
there's one
Yeah.
up-
Didn't you ever play one?
They were like-
Yeah,
They were
and
monstrous.
the middle bit was like fucking so
It was like this
fat. It just didn't
unnecessarily
make sense.
large
Is this the
Xbox sign.
Xbox controller?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there was the normal.
You have to
there was, like,
dislocate your thumbs.
the fat ones, and
Yeah.
then there was like the.
I know Sassy loved him because he's got fucking like clown.
I was going to
feet
say
hands.
because I have massive these mitts. Never had an issue with all these, but people are like, oh, they're too big. I'm like, I
Do
don't
this
get
real
it.
quick.
Yeah.
How big?
I still think the GameCube controllers are very, very well.
I like the
created
triggers.
controller.
Like
They
were-
feel really
they
nice,
like
don't
go
they?
in. They don't like fold.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right.
Like they feel good to press. I found out that
Sometimes I just keep one in my pocket, just
me,
around town. It's like,
my
oh,
mate
man.
brought
Plug it
over a
into your
Nintendo
phone.
Wii the other day with his missus, and my missus were playing Mario Kart. And if you have just a Wii
My
controller,
missus were playing. All of them?
We were
So
all
you can
playing.
you can plug the
Like,
game
there was
into
more-
the
Yeah, so we were playing the...
Me
with
and
the-
my missus. I think you've already fucked up there because it's
Yeah,
like my missus and I.
There's 4 of us playing Mario Kart, alright?
Whom?
Whom were playing Mario Kart. And if you just have the
that's
Wiimote
right.
controller...
But I just thought he was saying like my missus plural were playing. So my more than one missus
missuses.
was playing.
Fuck you up.
You live in the dream,
If you
buddy.
play with the Wiimote controller...
That's
just the
illegal.
controller,
Oh, it's like AIDS, isn't it?
you have to tilt and lean.
Yeah.
Like
For
you have to
what?
lean.
For Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
That's how I
can't
played
literally
it.
select it on
Why
the
don't you get those
normal Wii.
wheels?
You have to buy the wheels.
You can make
So
it out of cardboard.
they
the
brought
wheels.
over 2 wheels.
Yeah.
I didn't get to use it. And then playing it, like I can't hold it still for the car to go forward. You have to literally brake and dislocate your arms
so
every
much
time
fun.
I go around a corner.
No, that's how you fuck up. Like if you do it
Yeah, you
past
wanna
a
do it,
certain
like,
point, then it
very
resets,
small.
and then you've
I don't
you
play
need-
games like that, alright?
just
At all.
Put,
'cause
why
you're a
didn't you put the
scrub.
nunchuck
It's definitely
in?
not
And
as
then
good
it's
as having the separate little.
But that,
Like
okay,
that's real weird.
I didn't put the
but-
nunchuck
I like
in
it. I like
because my
the,
girlfriend got the nunchuck. And I didn't. So she could do... No, she actually had the gamepad controller. The actual little, like the SNES looking
Oh,
one.
yeah. They're good.
They seem awful.
And then I realised... I was
Also,
like,
you
holy
can't
shit.
change it midway as well. Once you start a race, you can't I'll plug this in
Exactly,
and keep the...
yeah.
Yep, yep.
But before
It's not
we started
hot.
racing again,
It's ridiculous.
I had this epiphany
Yeah.
that
I should stop talking.
you could... Shut the fuck up! You could put in a Gamecube controller, and I flipped it open, looked at the port, plugged the controller in, lost my shit, and won every other race. So before that, I was losing completely.
Well done. man.
Horrible.
I'm so
It was a
proud of
good
you.
night.
Did you get a trophy?
So,
Trophies went out there, man.
Ray, so
No, they were cool.
you
But
beat
game
your
score.
girlfriend,
I don't
a
think it's
woman
cool to have trophies for video
who
games.
doesn't play
You
games,
sexist pig.
doesn't play
You can play
games.
Mario Kart.
and racist. She's a beautiful Asian lady.
And I found out that she's good at Mario 64 because
It's
whenever
a game
she
built for
plays-
children.
Whenever she plays Super Nintendo, like Mario and Super, she doesn't run. So she always walks through the game.
That is so painful to watch.
It is.
Right.
Because
Ugh.
when I play with Super, you hold the tip of your thumb on run
Yeah.
and you jump with the butt of your thumb. Is that the butt of your thumb? Let's call it the butt of your thumb.
What?
You
How
jump
are you
with the butt
holding
of
it?
your thumb. Like that.
Where the 2
Are you talking
buttons
about
that you
a
press
SNES
and
or-
so on.
It's a NES controller, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing like.
He jumps and
Whereas
changes
on
really
Mario
quickly.
64, you hold up, you run. There's no like super
Well, wait.
run.
Are we talking about 64 now?
Yeah, we're going to 64 now.
Okay.
When you hold up on run, forward, you run.
And then
So
on
that makes
GameCube,
sense.
when you're doing this,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
so what's your point? Why is she
What
good?
are we even talking
That's
about?
because
here?
Mario,
He's explaining why she
they
is
took
good.
away, with the horrible controller of the Nintendo 64, they took away the ability to control if you can run or not. You can't. I know, because it was sensitive, wasn't it? You could
Yeah,
slow
so
the
you
walk.
can, as you push it forward, like
Yeah.
more up and more down.
More up and more down.
It's getting more red.
Okay, yeah.
Well, don't itch it.
Can you like see that? What do you think that looks like? Someone tell me.
Hepatitis.
Because I was like a spider on my arm the other day, and I think it got me.
I'd say
How
so.
do you think it got you? How would you not know if it got you or not?
I don't know.
Often
I could be
people don't
dying,
know.
Reese.
I got
Did you
bit
think
in
of
the
that?
foot by a
That's fine. That's
spider.
probably why you get
Well, this will be your last YouTube
just
video
swollen.
before you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome for the ratings boost.
How do you feel about that? Have you been playing any more games lately?
Me, I've just been playing like GTA and
What's
a lot
wrong?
of spin the bottle with like army recruits. Been fun.
That's pretty sexy.
Yeah, sure is.
What GTA have you been playing about?
5. Just like watching Seinfeld and playing GTA, just because I'm bored.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
yeah.
It's a game that you can play without really thinking about it.
Right? Like WoW or
Kill time.
Battlefield.
Mindless driving.
Well, any game
Killing.
really.
Or The Last of
Are
Us.
you...
Yeah.
What are you playing on, bud? Console or...
PS3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. What do you mean console or? It's only on
Oh,
console.
fuck yeah.
We're
But are
very
you-
well informed.
So you're going to
here.
be getting it on PC when it comes out?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
so
another
you-
reason I want the Rift for.
Yeah.
First person mode, motherfucker.
Have they what?
Didn't
They
actually
got like
think about that.
Yeah, they got first person modes.
Have,
Well,
they,
they
have they said they
haven't
actually
properly
are
announced it
doing
yet.
that or not?
I think they are, and if they don't, they'll make a mod for it.
Did you see someone hack the PS4 to do that? Three? Didn't that happen? Did I make that up?
Probably.
Yeah, someone like hacked it. I don't understand how you're hacking PS3s to do things at
Yeah,
the
how do you do
moment.
that shit? How do you get into the games to do that?
You have to turn your dick into a USB stick, and then you have to go to town on it.
No,
USB
that's fucking
dick.
it.
You're like, you're missing an opportunity for that.
That is good.
That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
You wanted to get the first person mode, buddy.
Yeah,
Was it
sure.
worth it? Huh?
I didn't do it. I don't have a USB dick.
Your denials don't fool me.
No, it's true. You been playing any more games?
Nah, I'm like just playing one game at a time. Like I cracked Last of Us and like the DLC and shit like
Yeah.
that, and then
Out of 10, what do you give The Last of Us?
Just remember, Reese really likes this game, so whatever you
I really
say,
liked
he
it
will
too,
judge
but
you.
like at the end of it, I didn't know how I felt about it. Like I didn't feel like happy or sad about like the end of the story, like that whole thing. It's just like
Spoil it for our listeners.
It's just like
Giraffes.
That is
you know what I mean? Like,
I
like
can't
the
believe
whole
you spoiled
time you're like really invested in
I
these characters,
honestly-
and then at the end it's just kind of
No, I did.
it wasn't like a climactic thing at all.
No, I didn't know about the giraffes when I got there. I was like, oh.
But they released it in
Luckily, I don't look at trailers anymore for some reason for games. If you have no, it makes it really difficult
all I do.
on.
Did you play Last of Us as well?
Yeah, I cracked it.
Yeah. But like with the story, I think that's the way they wanted you to feel because they wanted you to feel like...
A bit dead inside.
I guess it's good that
You're
it's
all-
like,
they're all
there's
still
no
alive to it.
happy ending to this story. Sort
Whereas
of.
Uncharted
not.
3, you're like, hells yeah.
Yeah.
How did that one end?
I can't remember, but I just assumed like 80s montage, like slow-mo jump credits. Like,
Oh wait. Oh no, it was
Forget
like
about
us
me.
destroying another like priceless kingdom that we found. That's
Yeah.
right, with the sands.
yeah.
And he did that in the second one as well with.
Yeah, I didn't finish
I
that one.
got, like,
I got stuck
all
on the
the way
train.
up into that end bit when
You
you're
got
like in the
stuck on
sand.
train. It's the start of the game, Doug.
Yeah,
No.
it's the middle of the game.
Yeah,
Reese.
Or is it the end of the game?
Yeah,
Inception.
yeah, the train and
The train's at
then
the start and the middle.
That was probably the best opening in a game I've played.
That was awesome.
Since like The Last of Us. That opening was fucking brutal.
Mm. Lucas cried.
yeah, he's such a little bitch just to read that up every time.
Yeah, but the ending of Last of Us, I think they did that because they know that the world's shit. The world's turned to shit.
And people
And
are shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I guess.
everyone's still just people. Like it's not like.
Would you prefer it if they had to just
So
like
deep.
solve
So if
zombies?
she just went good and then always.
Oh, that would have been so funny,
And
right?
then she saved.
I didn't expect her to like go in there and cure it and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like I knew that.
What I don't
Yeah.
like in zombie-esque movies where it gets to the point... I think that Brad Pitt one done this and something else I watched the other day.
I like that movie though.
No,
So
just,
bad.
no, where...
Yeah, really
I liked
wasn't.
it. I was just like, this is a pretty decent
Well,
movie. It's like
No,
you
zombie
don't
movies
expect
are
it to be anything more than what you
No,
know.
Pitt-
Shaun of the Dead is the best.
Brad Pitt's
Yeah,
in
that's
here.
good. But where
his
they
little
take a
neck
movie
scarf.
up to the point where they're like, yeah, you know it's going to be okay, and then they don't show you the okay. It's sort of like that
Yeah.
they didn't want to have like the real sad ending, but they're like, yeah, we'll be alright.
'Cause you know
it's
that
like,
there's, like,
a
yeah.
shit ton of people have died.
Yeah.
They're like, but you know that it's at the point
But
where
everyone's
like,
happy. The kids are alright.
yeah,
It's like, oh, a billion
That's
people
like
are
the
dead.
ending of The Happening. That all happens.
Oh, that's such a
Everyone dies, and then they're like, "Oh, let's be nice to trees." And then
Yeah.
at the end of it, the trees like whistle and blow in the wind, and you're
That's
like,
right.
"Oh,
No,
the trees
like-
kill us again."
Mark, you've ruined another movie.
And
I
the
feel
funky
like just
bunch.
there's like a few movies where that's the ending they go, just a
They've all got
non-committal.
cameos.
They played the trees.
They give you the impression that it will be okay,
Exactly.
but you're not really quite
don't get
sure.
closure, yeah.
So it's not really deep. Like they haven't lived, and you're like, ooh, it's just like
You don't see
dead the
her.
whole
You don't
time.
see him like teaching her how to swim or singing to her and like all that shit that they talk about like during the game.
yeah. So I don't
Hang on,
know.
he's not just be like, "Come on, Ellie, I'll teach you to swim."
Let's go to the swimming hole.
Maybe-
Bring the guitar.
Maybe next time we go to like a lot of water, there's not going to be a crate there.
So you're a lesbian?
Next
Just
time we
in
might be
case.
fucked, Ellie. Did you think of that?
Yeah. No, that won't happen. There's crates everywhere. In the apocalypse, crates are everywhere because people will still do
Yeah, that guy's made a lot of money. That
the great guy.
yeah,
Guys,
Y'all
you'll
have
see.
You
crazy, didn't you?
Y'all need to get across this river. I got a crate over here. You want me to throw it? It's $50.
$1 million.
Y'all laughed at me. the
tumbleweed
crazy
guy.
behind him. Yeah.
Oh, the crazy crate guys. Where would the story wouldn't progress without him? Would it?
It wouldn't really.
No.
They should like cut back to like his line. Show what happened to him.
The DLC is just
I was the last crate man.
The crate guy.
yeah.
Now there's the last of us.
Like tripping on LSDs, like having premonitions about the future. It's like
Exactly.
putting these crates in these specific points.
Reese, do you think you like Rust more now that the doodles are uncensored?
Well,
We just cranked up Rust today.
Doug zoomed in and we saw that it wasn't circumcised.
I saw like this is that
It was like all
game.
natural route.
Rust is the one where you just like go around and do whatever, and like
There's a
everyone
bunch
was
of
real into
bald
it.
clones
Yeah.
with their dicks and balls out.
But they have
like I
um,
read like a big article about it where it was just like
About the
old
dicks.
men would lure. It was like a fucking way to rape kids, cyberly, all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait a second, Reese plays this game. Like,
He's got a
all the time.
mustache.
But yeah, I hope everyone can actually see my mustache.
It's not super HD,
I grew it
Reese.
in 2 days.
This isn't, yeah.
I didn't grow it in 2
So
days.
unappealing.
I did grow Toba.
This isn't David Attenborough's kind of style of camera.
This
The nerds are hiding out in their room, talking quietly lest the bullies hear them.
Watch the mustache whistle in the breeze.
is that good?
Blood starts filling the penis.
He's getting a little uncomfortable.
David Attenborough. It's true. It's true. I think that's what we got time for anyway, since we're getting
Is it
pretty
really?
crazy.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't talk about games at all.
No,
This is more a topic trash talk. I
It pretty
assume.
much was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Well, there's not much going on in gaming anyway. Like, it's a pretty dead couple of months.
Hey,
Like, coming up's good.
I feel like we've
recently
just,
it's just been boring.
you've just like cut deep whoever released a game this week. They're like, oh, I've
Who
released,
has?
I don't know, someone probably did.
the
Call
Slaughter
of Duty.
games.
Yeah, see, that's how bad Call of Duty is. It comes out and I say that nothing good is
Wait,
coming
before
out.
we go, Call of Duty came out today as a special. If you pre-order it, you get day one edition, but it really comes out tomorrow. So
Wow.
Also, I've
that's
decided
the
now.
incentive that they get you.
Everyone playing it now with no...
I saw
actually
in
a pretty
Canada,
good
I think it was Canada, in one of their catalogs, they released, if you buy Call of Duty, you get a bag of Doritos
Yeah,
pretty good.
for free.
That's nice.
I feel now that I don't care
a good
about
deal,
Call of
though.
Duty, that the whole world doesn't, but I don't know if that's true.
I don't know why they keep selling. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, that's what I mean.
Everyone trash talks Call of Duty,
There's a
but
lot
somehow
of
they're still
Deros
the
in the
biggest
world.
franchise in the world.
There's a lot of little
no, there's a
kids.
lot of
Like,
people in the army.
Yeah.
It is a very drony
This is what I
arcade game. Anyone can play Call of Duty, and anyone can, in someone...
Fuck
enjoy
you,
it.
let's join the army, I can do this.
I think 12-year-old
Headshot.
kids
it's that
still
easy.
buy it.
You what?
I think 12-year-old boys still buy it, or their mums do.
I think
they
violent
do.
games incite violence in real life.
Don't be saying that up in here.
Shots fired. Alright, fuck that, we're leaving. I'm Reminiscing slow.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, fuck.
It's just your name. All he wanted was your name.
I thought you wanted me to wrap it up.
No. Yeah, wrap it up with your fucking name.
DJ VZ signing off.
Beautiful.
I'm also DJ VZ.
They're both liars,
Yeah.
and they'll be never put on the podcast together
Never
again.
again. No,
like
it's
maybe
just
separately it'd be
singular.
That's not gonna
okay,
happen.
but they both breathe weirdly into the microphone, get way off topic.
Thank you for having us.
They're also a couple, by the way.
Yeah, it's awkward for our listeners and our viewers
'cause
that
you're
I just
sexist.
looked at the camera.
Yeah, you ruined
You
it.
broke the fourth wall.
You did the thing that you said Luke can't
Okay,
do.
wipe it.
Yeah.
We'll start.
I'm
again.
Douglas, by the way, and this is the
Episode.
Trusty Crowbar.
The rusty trombone.
88, you fuckhead.
88, shit! Fuck it, we're gone!
The last ever
Done.
episode.
Out.
Dick.